10-year survivor of a brain injury. I had fallen in my home, so I had some bruising to the back of my head, and I was in a coma for 3 weeks. The physicians at the hospital told my family that if I was to wake from my coma, that I would be like a vegetable, that my family would have to take care of me by feeding me, changing me, dressing me, and such. So they went home that evening, and after deliberating that they were going to take me off life support because it was in my best interest, they went to the hospital the next morning to do so, and that was the morning I woke up from my coma. They got to the hospital and I was up having breakfast with my doctor. They said I was going to have problems walking, talking, and everything else if I did survive, and I did. I went through therapy to learn to walk, cook, talk, eat, you name it. Just overall make sure that I took my pills and make sure that I kept moving. Hygiene and such. I work at Goodwill in Waterbury. I am a sales associate. I help handle all the clothes and help people find which silhouettes and styles look best on them and why. And I work Monday through Friday, 9 to 2. I have been with Goodwill's program for 6 years. I have been an employee there for 5. Last year, I won Achievement of the Year.
Achievement of the Year for what?
For getting my life together. Becoming more responsible and a little more independent, and taking a little more initiative for reaching my goals. My support system was my family, and still is. My mother looked into companies that could help me to get my life started and actually keep me alive, in a sense. They chose Goodwill. I met people through the company that had the same disability who were doing well, and they were very productive in their own lives, and that gave me the motivation that I could do things as well. I became my own conservator this year by showing that I could keep my money under wraps and pay for my bills and anything that I need to do. I met them at the BIAC retreat, and they were wonderful. It was wonderful to talk to people with the same condition that I have and see how much I've progressed and how lucky I am. I would like to go back to school and get into physical therapy. I would like to go into physical therapy to help people with injuries like myself progress. Having lived it, I can say that I went through it and that you can do it. And I think with all of the success I had as a personal trainer, this would be something that would be great for me as well as to others who need to learn to walk again. This year I'm going to take the test to see if I can drive a car again. Last year I went to the AAA department to take the hands-on driving evaluation to see if I could pass that, and I did. So I'm waiting for the money to go to the DMV and take the test to actually drive a car and get the license back renewed. I think people without the support system need to find companies like the BIAC or the Goodwills that specialize in helping people like myself. That's the best thing you can do to help someone you love or know when you don't really have the family. They have to have a strong support team. And if you don't have the family, you need to have a company that specializes in doing just that. I would say to Governor Malloy that rather than change the taxes and all the laws to do with companies like the BIAC and Goodwill, who deal with specializing in people with the disabilities that I have, that without them we wouldn't be success stories. And our contributions go to helping our state and pay his salary as well. If you really stop and think about it, all of these companies are helping us with the state funding and just getting by. So technically, it's an eye for an eye. And I think that without the support of these services, I would never have gotten out of bed. I probably never would have started working out again. I went back to the gym 3 years ago and with a grain of humility had a personal trainer show me how to use equipment I once owned. But I did it. I did it. And that feels wonderful. And with my support and my team of people who are specializing in me, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.